டிஜிட்டல் ஊடகத்தில் சாதிக்க விரும்புபவரா நீங்கள்? ஊடகம் சார்ந்த கல்லூரி படிப்பில் இறுதி ஆண்டு அல்லது கடந்த 2 ஆண்டுகளில் ஊடகம் சார்ந்த டிகிரி முடித்தவரா நீங்கள்? உங்களுக்காக ஆதன் மீடியா இன்டர்ன்ஷிப் வாய்ப்பினை வழங்குகிறது. கேமராமேன், எடிட்டர், கண்டென்ட் ரைட்டர், ப்ரோக்ராம் ப்ரொடியூசர், வீடியோ ஜாக்கி போன்ற துறைகளில் நிபுணத்துவம் மற்றும் நேரடி அனுபவங்களை பெற ss@aadhan.in என்ற மின்னஞ்சலுக்கு உங்கள் தகவல்களை அனுப்பவும்.
We could see you always portray women in sort of glamorous way.
I mean, I'd love to see women being glamorous. As a filmmaker, I think it's my responsibility to capture it.
And how comfortable were you to play this role?
I am absolutely not worried about what people are going to think. I am happy with it, and if I am comfortable with it, I just do it. I don't care about the society.
A rumor has always been spread about you working with your heroines. Is it always a rumor, or something is happening in your life currently?
But what's the rumor? Lost thing of being in a relationship with a woman. I left that long time back. I don't like marriage. I don't like living.
Single pasanga, the single guys, you know, those people are like very gone, sir, on you. Do you think why it is?
You're all the time afraid about who will say what and who will think what. You only have one life, and if you can't do at any given time what you want to do, why are you living it? So in fact, one day I told Pooja, in the context of this whole thing, to hide such a beautiful body is a sin against mankind, I said.
You've always had the greatest pickup
Yeah, I mean that. I think they will all go to hell. All beautiful women who hide their bodies will go to hell for sure.
Mani Ratnam sir talked about the movie Thiruda Thiruda, where you were working about as a writer of that movie.
But actually the truth is, when me and he went to discuss the story, but the truth is he never listened to one suggestion of mine, and I also never listened to one suggestion of his. We went back and made exactly what we want to make.
Ponniyin Selvan's teaser has been out, sir. Have you seen that?
Yes, it's very, very nice.
ஆதன் சினிமாவர்ஸுக்கு விஜயனிலோட ஒரு பெரிய ஹாய். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஒரு சூப்பரான ஒரு படம், இந்தியாஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மார்ஷியல் ஆர்ட்ஸ் ஃபிலிம், அண்ட் அதை பற்றி தான் நம்ம பார்க்க போகிறோம், லடுக்கி தி டிராகன் கேர்ள். ஸோ வெல்கம் RGV sir and ma'am. So நீங்கள் சொல்லுங்கள், how it is to work in India's first martial arts film?
It's a huge thing for me to be a part of RGV's dream project, and now that it has become India's first martial art film, and we're going beyond that. We are crossing the border. So I think it's a very big deal for me. Very grateful to be here. Yeah,
you've always become you're always Indian pioneer for Indian cinema, sir. So what is the first thought of yourself for doing a film like this?
I said the first thought is because I've always been hugely obsessed with Bruce Lee from my college days. So Bruce Lee always felt was unique among all the martial artists, where he had a very specific individuality which comes out of his personal character. And his art came from there. And I was always wondering why that was not captured in any of the films made since his death. So I just wanted to adapt and try and to attempt to do that, which is where this origin of this film has come. And then I wanted to make it a female-centric martial artist, because Bruce Lee being small size, he could convincingly beat up such huge people. So I thought to take that one step forward and to make it into a girl who was considered more weaker than a man. And that's how.
Yeah. So then it comes to be a pan-Indian film, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because the pan-Indian term is used to be crazy term nowadays. So how do you see that term?
I mean, I think it's a little exaggerated because see, Hollywood always makes films for the entire world, but it doesn't call it a pan-world film. I mean, every language you're telling a story. For example, in the days of Netflix, you see Korean film, you see Malayalam film, you see some Spanish film. I think the whole point of trying to divide it which region it is coming from, I think it's outdated as of now. So I think any content can work anywhere. Like who would have thought an Indian film with an Indian lead actor would release in 40,000 plus screens in China. So I think the region specific is outdated.
You've done a beautiful stunts over the film, and we could see that in trailer. So how tough it was to perform?
With my background, I think I always had that strength and stamina to pull off all the stunts. But to do it multiple times with the same intensity, I think that was really challenging for me. And as I mentioned before, I don't have any acting background. But initially when we started shooting, we started from the action sequences. So by the time we did the acting scenes, I was a little bit comfortable in front of the camera. And with Sir's guidance, I have tried to perform a little bit, and the dance song is also there, Angry on Bruce Lee, the Hatsala song. Though we were trying to do something unique with action and with the dance song also, because when a normal girl when she goes through a breakup, what she will do, it's a different thing that we have seen in other films. She will cry, she will go out with friends and all those things. But when a martial artist goes through a breakup or any ups and downs in her relationship, what she will do? So a freak like me who's crazy behind fitness, she will express her feeling, her anger through dance and some action stunts. So that's what I'm doing in the song. So like it was challenging for me to do the action and the dance song also. It was very interesting yet challenging.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, it was like whenever like anyone uses the term Bruce Lee, you just kick them in their balls.
Yeah.
What is the reason behind that scene actually?
I mean,
who thought of that actually, sir?
I thought.
I mean, in the film, I'm obsessed with Bruce Lee. I love him as a guru, and I'm inspired by his action style and his philosophy. So if anyone says anything against him, it really
It's
makes
like
me.
poisonous erupts when someone insults you or your loved one. So her loved one is Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
and that guy does something to insult Bruce Lee, and that's why he received the kick.
Yeah.
But throughout the film, like over the 4-5 times, I guess. So
I think you will lose the counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for all the talk that the women are weaker, the weakest spot is actually in a man. That is what I think the message is. Yeah.
Okay, so as through the journey, we have seen all your films. In that, we could see you always portray women in sort of glamorous way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that is the best way to portray a woman?
I mean, I'd love to see a woman being glamorous. I think it's one of the greatest things nature has given us, the beauty of a woman. And as a filmmaker, I think it's my responsibility to capture it and showcase it using the various aspects of the medium.
And how comfortable were you to play this role?
I am absolutely not worried about what people are going to think, because I'm doing my job, right? So it's whatever the script is required, and if I am happy with it and if I am comfortable with it, I just do it. I don't care about the society. I don't care about what others will say. And I've really worked hard on my body, to achieve this fitness and this figure. So I think I'm proudly showing it, and I don't care what people will term me or outcast me or call me things. I think I'm not worried about that at all. The main thing is action, and if I'm looking sexy, if I'm looking fit and beautiful while performing it, so I think it's gonna be something else to experience that on a big screen. Yeah, so I feel we should look beyond what I'm wearing and what I'm doing. Just focus on the action part.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is like kind of off bit. A rumor has always been spread about you working with your heroines. Is it always a rumor, or something is happening in your life currently?
But what's the rumor?
Like you're in relationships with them, or like you're living your life kind of.
See, I never made a secret I love beautiful women. and I've lost a thing of being in a relationship with a woman. I left that long time back. I don't like marriage. I don't like living. I don't get emotionally connected. But I love to, worship a woman's beauty. So I am right now in love with the species of women, not any one particular person.
Oh.
Yeah. Species of beautiful women, just a correction.
You're so explicit about that.
Yes.
Very nice, sir. A vast amount of Tamil audience has always been searching for your movies in whatever language you release. So, what would they get in this
I
movie?
think they will get two things. One in particular is because the first of its kind in a female martial artist being at the center of the a film. And second, I think is, we all talk about women empowerment without really understanding the meaning. The fact that even a woman, if she's determined as much as Pooja Bhalekar, can be as strong, if not stronger than men. And then the third is a gender equality, that she takes a pride in her body as much as a Tiger Shroff or a Hrithik Roshan or any of the guys who show up their bodies all the time. I think women should not feel guilty about the beauty of their bodies. Yeah.
In addition to that, usually Tamil audience they search for different content from your movies, which we are not able to see in our Tamil movies. Like, why don't you do Tamil movies anymore?
The only reason is because I don't know the language, and I feel very uncomfortable being in a situation where I constantly have to ask everybody what means what. Yeah. And I think it's also in today's times, that whole point of which language you're doing is not working anymore, because when any film with good content is working in any language, no matter where it's dubbed, Yeah. So I think in the OTT times and the so-called pan-India times, which language the film is shot actually has no meaning anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Usually this one is like my personal question actually. When I saw the trailer, usually a trailer gets to open or a movie gets to open with God-filled heavenly sounds or music. Why does the trailer starts with the horse name?
Because you're asking the question and you remember. That's the point.
I felt like, what? Just to...
I think there is no difference. I just wanted a different kind of visual, that's all.
Can you tell us about your fitness and diet routine, which would Tamil girls will always be cherished to know about?
Usually, I start my day with yoga, and then in the afternoon I go to the gym, and I make sure that at least once in a day I go and attend my martial arts class, because that's the most important priority in my life right now. And it's been like always. So I just want to say this to all the women out there. No matter how busy you are, no matter what scenario you're facing in your life, just take out 1 hour at least to work on your body, work on yourself, not for others, but for your own self. I think it's very important to hit the gym sometimes, or any kind of physical activity is very very important in everyone's life, not just women. I think for guys also it's very important.
Sir, single pasanga in Artam, okay va? Single pasanga, the single guys, those people are very gand, sir, on you. Do you think why it is?
Very what?
Gand.
Means what?
Gand means no exact meaning,
crazy about.
No, jealous crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they think you're a playboy and they can't live your life. So.
Yeah. See,
any single advice?
Single advice is basically if you're all the time afraid about who will say what and who will think what, and you are just wasting your life. You only have one life, and if you can't do at any given time what you want to do, why are you living it? Why are you even living? Yeah.
Very nice, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
So, coming back to you, now the Tamil boys are going crazy on your looks and your stunts and everything. What do you say for the Tamil boys?
What should I say?
Yeah.
I think they should avoid teasing women, because if they encounter a woman like me in their life, then God will save them. Only God can
I
save
mean,
them.
I want to talk something on behalf of the boys. I think her answer is like very. I mean, she is talking specifically about the boys who probably will come on to, do some nasty things or to women. But I think she was talking about the boys who admire you,
Oh.
or who desire you. So I think, we tend to forget the whole point of the beauty of nature, or whether it's God or nature, is given for the sexes to be attracted in the opposite way, the man to a woman to a man, and that naturally extends to perfection. In the context of the more beautiful, the more better body. So, in fact, one day I told Pooja, in the context of this whole thing, to hide such a beautiful body is a sin against mankind, I said.
You've always had the greatest pickup line you could ever say to any girl, sir.
Yeah, I mean that. I think they will all go to hell. All beautiful women who hide their bodies will go to hell for sure.
Oh my God. That's the same.
Yeah. Because why did he give it in the first place? Not for you to, if you are being given money, it is to invest, not to save it in a bank. It is to create wealth. It is to create energy. It is to create employment. So there are so many things what money does. So like the beauty should give happiness to many. That's I think to give beauty is charity business.
Wow.
Yeah.
You connect two different vast things into one big bubble. Only you can do it, sir.
Yeah, I'm the only guy who speaks the truth.
So my earlier message was for the bad boys, for the good guys. I would love to say, if they like me, they admire me, I want to say I love them back. Whatever fans are there that are loving me and giving me so much support for this film, I just want to say that you are very important in my life. I'm here to do amazing work, and what they like, and I think the action will be the important part of it, and I just want them to come and watch this film. Yeah, I think they will have a wonderful time watching Ladki.
Nice. So, sir, recently Maniratnam sir talked about the movie Thiruda Thiruda, where you were working about as a writer of that movie, which you wanted a song to particularly placed on the movie, which caused the movie to be a flop. What do you what's the stake you take on that?
I have no clue what he's talking about. See, we all have different memories of something which happened such a long time back, and I don't know in what context, if at all, Mani mentioned that. I'm not sure about it. But actually, the truth is, when me and he went to discuss the story, I was doing a film called Gayam, which he was supposed to co-writer, and I was for Tirda Tirda. But the truth is, he never listened to one suggestion of mine, and I also never listened to one suggestion of his. We went back and made exactly what we want to make. Yeah.
Okay. Nice, sir. So coming back to you, scene recently is getting into trend in Vikram movie. Argentina used to kick in the sari, which is now compared to your kick in the sari. So
unfortunately, I have not seen the film yet, but I've seen a couple of trailers, and it was looking really amazing. The kind of action scenes are there in the film. I really want to see the film.
How hard it was to perform wearing a sari, a kick where the whole leg shows up, and how do you pull that?
I think it was really inspiring to do such a thing, because I'm not into wearing too much saris and all that kind of costumes in real life, because I've been a martial artist, and I always used to wear tracksuits and that kind of clothes. But in performing in it, I used to wear saris when I used to do dance shows in my school for the any competition and that.
Yeah.
And dancing, doing a dancing performance in sari, and then doing action scenes in the sari. I think it was really challenging for me, and the outcome is really good, and we're getting really good reviews. So the hard work is, I think, it's working. People are loving that scene, and I'm really looking forward to 15th of July. Taki the overall reviews will come, and I'll be really happy if people will love this film. Yeah.
Yeah. So recently, Ponniyin Selvan's teaser has been out, sir. Have you seen that?
Yeah, scene is very, very nice.
Yeah. What's your take on that?
I'm to be honest, I'm not aware of what the background of the the character in terms of the history of P.S. Ponniyin Selvan. But as a visual, as a trailer, as something which I want to see as an audience, it's very captivating.
Nice, sir. So recently, KGF or Vikram or Ponniyin Selvan, everything is getting released in all 5 languages. And how do you see that as a boost for Indian cinema?
I think we are living in today's times. No matter how small or how big it is, the world is a market. So you never know where it will find its place and space and which kind of sensibility. Like when an OTT, where seeing films from various languages across the world, it doesn't make any sense. I think it's about your personal, which markets you want to push. Yeah.
Okay. As the greatest pioneers of Indian cinema, how do you see a KGF as a movie? Because it has been a greatest boon in the Indian cinema. In your point of view, what do you see?
The movies is a different thing. Movies about a question of sensibility. But I would like to talk about the effect of KGF 2. I think it's like a ghost sitting on top of the film industry, especially Bollywood, because it's cast a huge shadow. Like, I don't know if you saw that old film Independence Day. Like a huge spaceship will be hovering over New York City.
Yeah.
I think that's what KGF 2 is doing in Bollywood. So there Bollywood people are scared to come out and look at the sky.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am more fascinated with the effect it created on the film industries across the country rather than the film by itself. Yeah.
Do you ever thought a movie from South India would do a greatest impact on North Indian movie?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
From say now Ponniyin Selvan is getting released. Do you think Ponniyin Selvan can overtake the shadow of KGF?
That's good. That's going to be very difficult thing. So I think Ponniyin Selvan, to my knowledge, whatever it is more in the region of Bahubali. In terms of historical and whatever the visual aspect of it. I don't think the comparison with KGF 2, I think the comparison will be with Bahubali 2. Yeah.
Actually, that's all the questions I've prepared, seeing all your film and everything. One final thing you have to say to the audience about this film and about this, why they have to see this in theaters and why they have to cherish this movie.
Yeah. See, Ladki, I think the most unique part of Ladki is the first female, first martial arts film in India starring a female martial artist. And to my knowledge, there's not something like that even in world cinema, except for maybe in Korea or Thailand or somewhere, in China. So I think it's about women empowerment, and I think it can inspire a lot of young women to really become fit and learn some form of self-defense to face a situation, if at all, but unfortunately it arises. Yeah.
Really, thank you so much for your valuable time spending, talking to me and getting to know you in person is like a gift for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
So இதே மாதிரி இன்னும் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் நீங்க பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா ஆதன் சினிமாவை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. நான் பேஜ் பாய் சொல்லிட்டு கிளம்புறேன்.